Hello, my name is Sensei Pong, and this is To Be or Not To Be, a new little game brought to you by Tin Man Games. I played a little bit of it, so this isn't completely blind, but I completely failed my first run when I was recording it. So I'm trying it again. And I'll probably go with the usual Shakespeare route, which I know that'll probably get me close to the end. But, I don't know, we'll see how this goes, and if I feel like I want to do something different, I will. But, it's a kind of an interactive fiction, visual novel, game book, whatever you want to call it, of Shakespeare's Hamlet. Now, you don't have to know the play Hamlet, so, you know, to enjoy this game, because it really is quite fun. But, would you like to enable a narration? No, I like to read things, so narration is off. You can toggle narration at any time in the options under font and sound from the pause menu. Thanks! To be or not to be. Shabang. Well, there. Alright, introduction. Yeah, freaking Avast. Get out of my window. Yes, Avast protection is important. William Shakespeare, born 1564 AD to whenever he died, was well known for borrowing from existing literature when writing plays. Romeo and Juliet is pretty much lifted entirely from Arthur Brooks' poem The Tragical History of Romeus and Juliet. Dude didn't even change the names. And as recent Shakespeare scholarship has established, the famed William Shakespeare Presents Hamlet was lifted wholesale from the volume you are about to enjoy, To Be or Not To Be. To Be or Not To Be is both the earliest recorded example of books of game genre. This is all true history, anybody, so write this down and take it for word. just take this for word. As well as the first instance ever in the then newish English language that was kicking around of an adventure being chosen by you, the reader. We've gone ahead and added illustrations. Plus, we've taken the liberty of marking with tiny Yorick skulls the choices Shakespeare himself made when he plagiarized this book back in olden times. They look like this. It's so cute! They're there in case you wish to put yourself in Shakespeare's shoes, reading this book as he did, stealing plot elements wholesale, and classing up the language as you went, go. However, this is not the only way to read this book. Feel free to explore your other options, as each time you read this book, you can go on a different adventure, assuming you don't read the book. Hold on, I gotta do this again. A million, billion, trillion, 3 quadrillion, 1 trillion, 181 billion, 439,094,525 times. At which point the adventures will start to repeat, and they probably seem pretty familiar long before then anyway. Alrighty then. Now take yourself back to history, when ghosts walked the earth and nobody knew velociraptors were ever even a thing. Steel yourself to the experience, the magic of Shakespeare, as it was meant to be experienced. In a non-deterministic narrative structure where you end up thinking maybe you made a wrong decision. So you mark the pages you were just on, so you can always go back and make a different choice if you die for some dumb reason. Which I probably will if I end up making my own choices. To be or not to be. This is the adventure. So anyways, I apologize to any drama nerds out there that are gonna be offended by my Hamlet impersonation, because I'm gonna overplay the completely overacting high school student, bad actor, college student, right out of what is that? Open mic night, you know what I mean? Because I enjoy doing that kind of thing. I actually did a little bit of drama, but I was more of a clown, but whatever. Choose your character, or man, what if I just read the acknowledgements instead? You can tell me what to do. You can't tell me What to do, smart guy? I'm just gonna keep reading. Well, let's choose a character. This will be fun. You have just been born. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good work on that thing. Yay! Now, surprise. Babies are boring. So we're gonna jump ahead in time to a point where you're an adult and you've already lived a bunch of your life. But I promise, most of what we're skipping over was really dull. You ate a lot and slept a lot and made some friends. Tears were shed, makeouts were totally had, etc. It was a bunch of high school stuff. The awesome stuff starts now. So, let's begin, my friend. Remind me who you are? Are you... Ophelia. She's an awesome lady in her late 20s with a calm, competent, and resourceful demeanor. She got a +1 bonus of science, and she's got a -1 weakness against water. So heads up. Those are the stats, I suppose. Hamlet, he's an emo teen in his early 30s. Also, he's a prince of Denmark. Hamlet has a +1 resistance to magic, but there's no magic in this adventure, so this never gets mentioned again as of now. Right now. Hamlet Sr.? He's the king of Denmark, 50 years old. He's super good at fighting and leading men into battle and naps. Let's say +1 to each? Look, bottom line, he's an unstoppable machine of death, and you should choose to be him. You may experience kingly glory. Well, I do know my story of Hamlet, so let us choose Hamlet Sr. You are King Hamlet. All of Denmark is under your command. Everything's going so great for you. Anybody that knows Hamlet knows what's going to probably happen. I just want to see what happens. At present, you're in Norway, where just this afternoon you led Denmark's forces to an outstanding victory during which you personally killed the Norwegian king. Good for us. Stabbed him right through the head, you did. His eyes popped out and rolled on the ground, and then you stepped on it. Ew. Whoa. Your ass is bad. You are a bad ass. You decide after a day of being good at fighting, you should have a nap. You've earned it. You settle down in an orchard for some nappy times. During your delightful rest, your brother pours some poison in your ear and you die. The end. Not to be. Choose to play as King Hamlet Sr. Yeah, so if anybody knows the play, he dies pretty much before the play starts. So, yeah. Surprised you didn't know poisons work that way. Haha, wow. You barely made one choice so far and you're already dead. Dead already. Way to go, champ. You're really good at books, huh? It's just a stellar job. You're doing reading here. Chuckles. The end. Wait a second. Am I gone? Artwork unlocked. Congratulations, you found a piece of artwork. View it at any time in the art gallery under extras from the pause menu. Okay, fine. I feel sorry for you. Here's a choice that you can choose. Become a ghost, or do not become a ghost. Well, I should probably become a ghost, because I don't want this story to end. Good news, the afterlife exists. And it's full of ghosts. You know this because you're now one of them. You get to spend all your time slamming doors, rattling chains, and telling on the person who killed you. Ooh, I've got a new item in my inventory. Hooray for Steam. Telling on the person who killed you. But here's the thing. I, the author, told you, the reader, that your brother poured poison in your ear while you napped. But you, as Sir Hamlet Sr., have no idea how you died. You slept through the whole thing. So you need to figure out who killed you if you're going to revenge yourself on on your murderer, assuming you even were murdered. Because remember that, for all you know, you could have died of a heart attack. This is an example of dramatic irony. Only since we're in the second person, it's an amazing example of an entirely new species of dramatic irony. Something I'm going to call second person pronoun paradoxical autodramatic irony. You are now aware of information that you're not aware of. This should be fun. Yay! Invent a new kind of... Ooh, I'm getting achievements left and right, man. I like the confetti. Except that you died of a heart attack, or listen in on people's conversations and see if any of them talk about how they totally killed you. Well, this makes the most sense. You hang around Norway for a bit, trying to listen in on what people are saying, but they're all speaking Norwegian. You only speak Danish, so understanding Norwegian is a little difficult. It all sounds like Swedish to you. Enter, the Swedish chef joke right here. Burn gumber ding to burn. We're dark to make the loop blow something ding to burn. Okay, I'm done. Go like the Muppets YouTube channel. Which actually makes a lot of sense, since Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish are all related North Germanic languages. Descended from early linguistic differentiation between regular Germanic speakers and North Germanic speakers around 280. You nod your head, agreeing that all of this is both accurate and extremely interesting. Yes. While these three languages are generally supposed to be mutually intelligible, you find you can understand Norwegian speakers only if you're concentrating. Which you are. Yes, our eyes are for ghost eyebrows. And if they're speaking slowly and clearly, which they're not, as everyone is running around upset about war and all these kings getting killed. Ironically, Norwegian speakers can understand Danish easier than Danish speakers understand Norwegian, but that doesn't help you much. That would only be useful if you were playing as a Norwegian king, whose ghost has stowed away on your army's boat, headed back to Denmark. But I haven't given you that option, even though it would be extremely awesome. If you're wondering what happens to the vengeful ghost king, I can tell you. You only this. The answer exists in your imagination. Yes. But here's the good news. It turns out written Danish and written Norwegian are actually pretty similar. So you spend the next several nights haunting people, quietly reading their diaries, while they sleep peacefully in their beds. Yay! And you don't know this, but ghosts do this all the time. Ghosts just love sneaking a peek at secrets of the living. It takes a while, but you finally find a diary of someone who wrote on a day you died that she was wandering by a garden, minding her own business, when she saw some Danish guy pour something in the other Danish guy's ear. Hey, that sounds like what could have happened to you. But remember, you don't know that's exactly what happened to you because of the new irony we invented. Alright, so now we're back to two different choices. Do we wake up this person and ask her about it, or wake this person and hold a piece of paper where you've written down a question asking her about it? Doodly-doo. Well, I've read a lot of Terry Pratchett books, and I know what the Banshee does, so I'm probably going to choose that. You're going to have to wait to see what the Banshee does, or aka Hamlet Sr. in this sense does, next time on Sensei Pong Part 2 of To Be or Not To Be. Like and subscribe.